Yes, good evening. It's the annual clash that brings together all the different communities in Melbourne Victory's annual Unite multicultural game against Sydney FC. The 9th such clash on January the 26th and the 60th Big Blue between these two rivals, who between them have won 9 of the 17 A-League championships. However, today they meet in rather more straitened circumstances. Melbourne Victory, bottom of the league, 5 games without a win. Sydney just 2 places better off and only 1 win in the last 6. It is difficult to remember a Big Blue when the pair have been so far down struggle street, which means 3 points is huge this evening for both. Difficult also to imagine they'd be in this position when they last met in round 1 and produced a typically compelling narrative, with Victory edging a 5-goal thriller by 3 goals to 2. Tony Popovic's team, here's the 11 that Tony Popovic has gone with. 3 changes for Melbourne Victory. Roderick Miranda and Cadete are restored to the defence at the expense of Max Baranovic and Noah Smith. Chris Economides serves the first of a 2-game ban, so Nishan Volupale is in for his first start of the season and just the 5th of his career. Bruno Fondre again leads the line. He has 7 goals in 15 games against Sydney. Rai Marchand remains on the sidelines due to concussion protocols, and Paul Izzo still out with that thumb problem, so Matt Acton continues in goal. Lee Broxham plays in his 48th Big Blue. Now Steve Corica has gone with an unchanged Sydney 11, so Jack Rodwell the only injury absentee. Adam Le Fondre has a great record against Victory, scoring 7 goals in his 10 matches against them, and a milestone for Alex Wilkinson as he becomes just the 4th player to hit 350 A-League games after Nikolai Topor-Stanley, Lee Broxham and Andrew Durante. James Donachie plays against one of his former clubs. Robert Mack scored the opening goal in the Big Blue in round 1 of 3 in his first 4 games this season, but has just 1 in his last 8. Sydney FC kick us off in the sky blue, perhaps the strangest build-up to the Big Blue ever. 2 struggling teams, active areas shut, key players out, either injured or departing. This, Andy Harper, is not the Victory Sydney narrative we thought we'd have this season.
No, and as Simon, as you rightly pointed out, the round 1 Big Blue and the teeming rain in Sydney was just such a fantastic game, but the fortunes have headed south for both. On this, what has been a great tradition established by these football clubs on January the 26th. But it does give a special spice to the day, everything that's been hovering around Melbourne Victory, and now they're sitting last, and all the discussion around Sydney, and they're sitting 3rd from last, and neither can afford to lose this. It's not a want, it's a must-have, and let's see if it really alters the approach mentally from both sets of players. I think we're going to get a great game of football, actually.
Sure hope so. No way forward for Jake Brimmer. This is lovely football by Sydney. It's Le Fondre inside the box, parried by Acton, and Mac can't convert. Huge chance for Sydney, and they couldn't take it. And now there's a foul by Caballo, and Victory want a yellow card for the Sydney fullback. And again, Ali Reza Fagani is trying to show a bit of patience. What a chance for Mac.
Are they checking? Did Mac's effort get handled? Is that what they're checking?
Possibility.
Because there's a great chance. Well done, Adam Le Fondre. Great angle on that shot. Now here's Mac following in. It's come off the shoulder of Guerrier, and there's got to be a sanction on Caballo. If there's nothing in the penalty area, he's been warned once, that's enough for me. It's a card. It's got to be.
Top of the box is Brillante. Turned into trouble in the shape of Le Fondre. Ali Reza Fagani just having a think about whether to play advantage there before ultimately deciding a free kick was the right sanction.
Yeah, and I think he just looked at Ben Falami, who didn't really look like he had a stomach for it. He was happy for the free kick. Falami receives the ball. He normally makes it very clear that he's going to run straight at his opponent, see if he can put some footwork on him, but there was no such indication. And Reza blows for the free kick. Let's see, Bozanovski, number 31, the last in the line for victory.
It's Brimmer, and he went for goal! What a splendid strike from Jake Brimmer, the Johnny Warren medalist from last season, who's not really yet hit the heights this campaign, but boys, he hit the back of the net with that one. Andrew Redmayne beaten by a worldie for the second game in succession.
Well, on the Harvey Norman replay, this is the tonic that a struggling team needs. The player of the season last season delivers it. Look at the gap that Redmayne's left him. What an invitation. Duly accepted by Jake the Great. It's brilliant from Brimmer.
Well, it's only his second goal of the season. The other one came from the penalty spot against the Jets. And Tony Popovic's team have scored their first goal in a game for just the third time this season. Good climb by Fondre. Caballo. Fondre in space, looking to dink it. That is a fantastic save from Matt Acton, his second of the game, to deny the same player.
Yeah, excellent. Nishan Valupala, he just clocks off completely, and he is a very relieved man that the excellent work of Adam Fondre, who started the game brilliantly himself, but he can't beat Matt Acton. What a great save that is.
Bratton to hang it up. Geria away. Here's Burgess. Wouldn't quite sit for him. Sydney will get a corner. Good response from the Sky Blues.
Really good. It's a good game. Half an hour in plenty of goal-mouth action. Plenty of good speed to the game.
Fondre works short, and Mack is away and fires it across the face of goal again.
There's danger brewing for victory, really, as well as they've done. And to get themselves in front, there's danger brewing down the left-hand side. Falami now not doing the defensive job. Before him, it was Nishan Valupala.
Bozanovski's been caught. Mack, Burgess onto his right peg. 1-1! Fantastic finish from Max Burgess. His first of the season. And we're all tied up. And they had been warned, Melbourne victory.
Well, it's come down the right side again. It's Bozanovski with the giveaway. But there's enough numbers here to snuff this out. But not today on the Harvey Norman replay, says Max Burgess, who normally thrills with his left, but he's done the business here with his right. It's a great finish. At back square in what has been a pulsating Big Blue. 10th versus 12th. You serious? This has been great stuff.
Nothing Matt Acton could do about that one. And that's with his less favoured right foot. Thread the needle there, but Jason Geria shutting down that particular angle. Burgess with a bit of time to assess his options. That's a lovely little touch for Ryan Grant. And they couldn't quite get past Matt Acton. Caceres is alongside, looking to apply the finishing touch.
They did need the help of Jason Geria as well, otherwise it's a tap-in and a Sydney lead.
And the chances continue to appear at either end. Slung over the top by Caballo. Lolly. Burgess. And it was Caceres, I think, who went for it.
Normally seeing Anthony Caceres attempting to get across central defenders to win headers, but that's what that called for.
He'd be a coach, Hubs.
they signed up for, I'm sure. Not far down beneath the anxiety and the stress is complete appetite for this competition. Fighting their way out of this predicament.
Right. Cut out by Fulami.
Let's do it.
Burgess. Caceres did well to make something out of that. Burgess to float it out towards Robert Mack. That's Caballo behind him. To 1 additional minute. And that angle ball towards Ryan Grant, which is a tactic that has been used so many times down the years. I fancy Grant had strayed offside.
Well, the link is telepathic. That's won them the championship, that play. The COVID-affected grand final at Bank Stadium.
Now Caceres has won the ball back out the field for Sydney as the injured Nani watches on in the stands. There he is. Sad to say we more than likely won't see him again this season. And that is half-time at Amy Park. There are 1 or 2 boos, but really the quality of that first half has been terrific for the neutral at least. And of course it's wins that the two clubs want. Jake Brimmer opening the scoring with a cracking free kick, although have to be questions asked about Andrew Redmayne's positioning. And 6 minutes later, Max Burgess lashing home the equaliser for Sydney. There'll be plenty of other chances besides. Great entertainment at Amy Park. Hopefully more to come at the break. Melbourne Victory 1, Sydney FC 1. Tony Popovic's team, no win at all since December the 11th, when they went to Macarthur and won by the only goal. And just 1 win, Andy Harper, at Amy Park all season for Victory.
Yeah, well, both teams, you don't end up at the bottom of the table without stats like that. But it was a first half between two teams who don't look like they're propping up the rest of the comp. And they played with great desire, good quality, great speed, some fantastic chances too, great goals. Let's hope they get back into that.
Fulami is around Ryan Grant with ease and fires it in. It's Fondre. Well, it wasn't quite La Bicicleta.
Nah. If it was at all, it was more like a penny farthing.
Donaghy. Burgess. Crisp ball for Lolly. That's even better for Fondre! Sydney have come from behind to lead 2-1. Adam Fondre's 8th big blue goal. His 5th here at Amy Park. Sydney FC fans celebrates. And that razor-sharp ball through found the Englishman, and he didn't disappoint.
Well, this is a goal of extreme quality on the Harvey Norman replay. Cadete just a little bit lazy in closing Fondre down before the passes come, but it's a beauty. Let's celebrate the joy of this quality football. Wonderful, wonderful from Joe Lolly, and it splits the defence. It's a superb touch from Adam Fondre. He's been on his game today, the Englishman, and he finds the back of the net to make it 2-1. It's a beautiful goal.
One Englishman to another. And that's just what Adam Fondre does.
Sydney women with a huge win. A double header. Their blue rivals, Melbourne Victory.
Yeah, 6 goals to 3, that one finished in favour of Sydney. There's been no shortage of excitement here either. Ryan Grant just dallying on the ball for a moment. And he's turned it over, straight at Falami. Donachie saved his bacon. Victory encouraged. As mentioned in the first half, corners have been an Achilles heel for Sydney. They've got another one to defend. Those fans behind the goal, they look suspiciously like active fans to me. River into the near post, off the heel, and then Guerrier trying to loop it in over Redmayne, who has to arch the back and tip it over for another corner.
Well, it's excellent from both. And it's how Jason Guerrier got what he got on that ball is to be commended. Miranda keeping the ball alive. That's terrific, really, from Jason Guerrier, and matched by Redmayne. Great goalkeeping, desperate goalkeeping.
And Burgess here. Max calling for it. Now he's on the ball. The slow back. And Lolly went for it first time and it nearly crept in. A looping shot that had Acton scrambling across his goal mouth.
Oh, swinging wickedly, wasn't it? It fell to him quite fortuitously, but he'd anticipated at least to be there or thereabouts.
And Guerrier. Lupale. Sydney defence backtracking. Falami into the box and into the side netting.
Beautiful feed again. And Sydney have crowded in good numbers, defended their goal pretty well.
Well, they backed off Nishan Valupale here.
And it weren't quite active enough at that point, and Alex Wilkinson just leaving his leg in there. That was a bit of a risky move, but they got away with it. Valupale shooting wide.
Falami. And a break here for Negro. Nutmeg to get around Grant. He's past Lolly as well. Stefan Negro. Wilson can't control it. Reloaded through Jake Brimmer, and Guerrier's shot is charged down. And Victor will have a corner, but a little bit of invention from Stefan Negro created that.
Great tonic, wasn't it? Beautiful work from Stefan Negro. A commendable desperation from Sydney to block the shot from Guerrier, which you dare say was goal bound.
Brimmer's corner. Guerrier. Retrieved by Bozanovsky. Wilson still plenty forward for victory here. And Redmayne claims this time.
That's a good take. And there's been, Simon, is it just me, or there's been a litany of victory opportunities that have never materialised. It's just not bouncing for them. Shots that are getting deflected but not into the path. Teams that are flying in a competition, how many times does a shot deflected fall at the foot of the top striker in the league who sticks it away? Those sorts of scenarios in this cycle in which Victory find themselves at the moment are just not happening for them.
Well, it's sort of now or never for Victory. Wozanovski. Down to Geria. Juric. Juric again. Brillante. Negro. Wilson trying to take it on the chest. Geria wins it back. Determined play by the fullback. Wilson! Fine save, Redmayne. Preserves Sydney's advantage and denies the youngster his first A-League goal.
Great hit. Good save. Redmayne has made 2 really good saves. He should have been made to deliver a few more good saves in this second half. Not to be for victory, but he pulls one out here, Redmayne. It's a great effort from Wilson. Definitely would have levelled the scores, but for the fingertips of Andrew Redmayne.
Well, we're into the last minute. Victory may as well send up Matt Acton, in all honesty. They are desperate for an equaliser. Eli Adams to deliver the corner. Deep it goes, and Redmayne claims, and that might be that. He's going to be in no hurry, Andrew Redmayne. At fault for Victory's opening goal, but arguably the hero for Sydney FC with a couple of big saves. Is there time for Victory to get forwards and create one last chance? Launched towards Tommy Juric, who lost sight of the ball. Miranda is bumped into by Yazbek, but that is full time. And Steve Corica hugs his coaching staff almost in relief. Tony Popovic, there's a lot going on in that head at this particular moment. The pressure eases on Corica, but intensifies on Popovic and Melbourne Victory as they lose for the 3rd consecutive game here at Amy Park, for the first time to remain steadfastly bottom of the A-League tonight, despite that opening goal from Jake Brimmer. And Sydney hit back. Max Burgess with the equaliser, Adam Fondre with the winner from a sublime Joe Lolly assist. They had chances to extend that advantage. Sydney move up to 7th, and if they can sort out their home form, there may yet be blue skies for the Sky Blues this season. But for Victory, storm clouds only. They've now lost 6 of their last 7 matches here at Amy Park, and they remain rock bottom. Full time, Melbourne Victory 1, Sydney FC 2.